So it's time for session number 2 on your back piece makeover, redo, what do we want to call it? I don't know.
Revelation.
There we go. All right, let's see how it healed up. All right, so if you guys remember, Natalie had kind of a traumatic experience starting out her back piece in the past. And
I made that work like that.
She came to us pretty distraught and kind of feeling like you didn't know what you could do with it, right?
Yep, I was lost. I had no idea.
You had gotten how many sessions on your back piece to start it out?
About 8 or 9 of the original tattoo.
So 8 or 9, so you went through a lot, and you said that when it was being created the first time around, you were like, okay, next session it's going to look better. Next session it's going to look better.
Exactly.
You were always having faith, hoping. But like Joey says, that nobody ever tries to do a bad tattoo. They just did something that was out of their scope or out of their forte.
Exactly.
So
sometimes people have pressured me too, and I'm like, no, and they're like, no, I trust you.
And I loved it. A lot of it. Just some of it was
some of it didn't turn out the way that it was supposed to, because this is a copy of a famous painting. So turn back around. So when you decided you just weren't happy with it, you didn't feel confident walking around in a bathing suit, and you live in Florida, so you want to walk around in a bathing suit, a tank top, a sundress, but you weren't happy, so you went through, what was your process you went through?
Laser tattoo originally of one part that was here.
And I like the way that you said it. You said that you got burned from it, and and you said because just like all tattoo artists aren't created equal.
Not all doctors are created equal. Not all lasers are created equal. It definitely burned my skin almost after the first session.
Yeah, it runs.
It was a mess. It was. And this is
it's like a
no. So
this is actually 2 surgical.
She got burned. She got burned by the laser, and then you had to go through 2 different excision surgeries to cut out with a plastic surgeon to cut out the burn from the bad laser.
Yep, 2 different lasers, 2 plastic surgeons, and Joseph was the only one to be able to make it look beautiful.
So you came to us and you were like, look, I love your work. Is there anything you can do with this? And you kind of gave him free rein. You didn't want him to recreate the original tattoo, the original painting. He offered to try, and you said, no, I just want you to make it beautiful. So it's now like 2 different tattoos. You have your upper back and your lower back, but it all flows together. Yep. But the thing is, guys, is that after we showed this back piece the first time, I had...
hold on. The reason why I accepted is she's like, you could do like, I don't care.
Right.
Almost like you could do flying penis, like I should be better what I have. You were just being silly, but she was just like me, no, don't stress. I'm not... Right. She didn't put any expectations on me.
Except for him to do his art, because I love it. Like,
she was going to let me do something else, and I was like, no, I want it to match, but that's why I was like, okay, there's no stress when I sit down and create. So then I came up with that. But if she gave me expectations, I would have, I don't know. And then I'd be like, babe, I can't do this. You got to tell her I can't do it anymore.
Right. Like you almost did to me before we started.
Yes. So when people come to me, right after we posted her first session, I probably got over 65 messages saying, hey, I have a piece that I want you to fix or cover. And here's the difference. People already know what they want, and what they want sometimes is not possible. At least not with Joseph's style of art, because he has a lot of skin breaks, and the original tattoo would show through. Okay. Secondly, people are not willing to go through several years of laser removal like Natalie did, and then wait his waiting list, and then give him creative freedom to put something on there that's going to work for both of them. So it's got to be kind of the perfect storm, right? Like, you've got to be open-minded, because what you might think will cover it is not going to cover it. What you think is going to artistically flow is not going to artistically flow. What you think you've lasered light enough, or it's faded light enough, may not be faded light enough. So all those things have to be taken into consideration. So when I unfortunately have to turn down a lot of your projects, it's not us being snooty. We want you to leave here with the best possible outcome, because we don't want you to be, like Natalie was, upset and heartbroken after every attempt she made to make it better, and it just kept getting worse.
And it was such a journey of just like self-hate and just shame and embarrassment, and so after I got over myself and realized that like it only could get better from here, and I let Joseph take the rest, the result was incredible.
I don't know how many times you've texted me. You're like, I keep crying because I'm so happy.
I don't think the three of us even knew what to expect.
No.
But like, it came out 800 times.
It is, and it's just going to keep evolving, but that's because you're open-minded and because you did the work it takes to be able to get a cover-up. You have to get that laser removal, and you know, there's so many times you could have given up on this project between laser removal, getting burnt, excision. I mean, oh my gosh.
Yep.
I don't know. I think I might have given up at this point, but you endured, and now you're able to get the back piece that you really want. Yeah. But that's the thing, guys.
You freedom to enjoy.
Right. And so you guys, you have to be open-minded and realize that one man can only do so much. You have to do part of it, and part of that is the laser removal and waiting the time if you want to have a beautiful outcome from something that you weren't happy with to begin with.
It's hard to create fluid and have fun when it's, yes, I need to be challenged, part of being on your comfort zone, and that was way out of my comfort zone. We made it like so I could, no stress.
Get over our hurdles.
It's hard to flow and create when you're stressed out, you know. Stress is good, not stress of like when I'm riding Michelle's ass and stressing her out. That's not good. But stress of being challenged, I think that's what we're here to do. Like, why are we here? Just to be comfortable.
Yep.
So thank you for the challenge and seeing how happy you are makes
incredible.
me, you know, this is
incredible.
Part of what tattooing is all about. You know, we're expressing ourselves and decorating
and the confidence that I felt since I left here that day, I can't even tell you. People have told me, like, just the way I hold myself now, it's so much different. I cannot even tell you.
Oh.
So
Aww.
It was a big hurdle for me too.
So here goes session number 2, guys. Stay tuned.